This is a chopper. It's going to get through and roll out into right field. Green light ahead for Sturm. He'll come around and score. 2-out RBI base hit for Gabriel Rivera's first hit as a Unicorn. It's an RBI single into right. And the Unicorns have an early 1-0 lead. 1-1. Fly ball. That's hit pretty well out to the right center field gap. It is going to dunk off the wall. Rounding third, coming home to score is Ancaleri. It's a rigging RBI double for CJ Nolan. He tattooed it out to the right center field gap. And Norwich off and running. They lead 2-0. Tried some lane for Worcester. This is a fly ball crushed out to left field. You can't forget about it. Ian Moser clears the deck in left field. A leadoff blast for Norwich. And they have a 3-0 lead. This one a solo shot deep out to left field, and Norwich extends their lead. On the first base side of the rubber, dealing home is Tully. There's a fly ball lifted out to right center field. This is going to mean trouble. It is going to one-hop off the wall. Sweeney has an extra bases, and coming around and scoring is Rivera. And the two Rutgers kids team up and make it 5-0. Jack Sweeney crushes it out to the right center field wall, and one hops off the wall. And Sweeney has an RBI double, still nobody out. Novak back into the batter's box, and now he lifts a high fly ball. This is moving back, it is deep, it's out by the wall, looking up, it's gone. Jaden Novak clears the deck for the first time this summer. Welcome to the Rose City. His first big fly as a Unicorn. He makes it 6-3. The Bravehearts down to their final strike tonight. Peterson from the belt. It is swung on and missed for strike 3. Norwich defeats Worcester tonight on the road, and they win it by a final score of 6-3. Marshall strikes out, and the Unicorns back into the win. Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to New Britain Stadium. I'm Adam Plager, excited to bring you coverage finally again of Norwich Unicorn Baseball. After back-to-back rainouts, Norwich Unicorn Baseball back on the air with you. The Unicorns out on the road. This game originally scheduled for 1:30 Eastern Time was pushed back due to the field conditions. Plenty of rain out here in Connecticut over the weekend and really throughout the East Coast here. So Norwich finally back in playing baseball. They'll look to right the ship here after a couple of rocky outings against the Vermont Lake Monsters. Norwich last played on Thursday against Vermont. They were blown out in that ball game. It was 11-0, the final score. Norwich looking to right the ship. They will hand the baseball over to Ben Winslow, the Yale product. Will get the nod from manager Kyle Dombrowski, and boy, did he dazzle in his Unicorns debut. 4 scoreless innings. He struck out 4. He just walked 1 batter. A strong outing for him against the Worcester Bravehearts last Friday at Fitton Field. He will help Norwich try and get back on track. A victory today for Norwich would move them back to 500. Norwich will meet with the New Britain Bees for the first time here in 2025 here on the road at New Britain Stadium. The Bees coming off a tough loss of their own last night at Holman Stadium in Nashua, New Hampshire, where they were defeated 6-0. They were also out-hit in the ball game 12-2. Norwich a win for them, as we said, back to 500 baseball and try and continue to build from there. This is the first of 2 games against the Bees here. They will be right back here on Tuesday night. Another 6:35 start here in New Britain for Norwich. Here's a look at how they will line things up in this ball game. Here's a look at the Unicorns batting order as designed by manager Kyle Dombrowski. As always, the Norwich Unicorns batting order is presented by Artisan Building and Remodeling. They have you covered all season long. Here's a look at how Norwich will line it up. Exact same lineup as what we would have saw the last 2 days. We finally get to see this lineup cracked out here tonight. Kenny Noe will lead it off for Norwich. He's the third baseman. Batting second, the catcher, Jaden Novak. Batting third, the shortstop, Alec Warden. Batting fourth is the cleanup hitter, Gabriel Rivera. He's been a run-producing machine for Norwich. Looking for him to continue to do more of the same here against Bees pitching. Batting fifth is the first baseman, Yale product Chase Chaplin. He had a nice RBI 2-out hit against Worcester last Friday, so good to see some of that production continue through the middle of the order. Anthony Torado, first time this season we'll see him bat in the number 6 spot. He's out there in center field. Jack Sweeney will patrol right field. He bats 7th. Ian Moser in left field batting 8th, and for the first time this summer, Caden Fay will get the start. He's at second base. Just his 4th day with the ball club. After joining the group, he's in there and will try and restart the batting order for manager Kyle Dombrowski as they'll send to the hill Ben Winslow for his 2nd start of the summer. Prior to tonight's meeting, we had an opportunity to check in with Unicorns outfielder Jack Sweeney. He talks about his return to the Rose City. For more on that, here is my conversation with the outfielder Jack Sweeney. Alongside Norwich Unicorns outfielder Jack Sweeney. Sweeney, it's good to have you back in the Rose City here in 2025. How important was it for you to come back this summer and have some of that comfortability from being here last summer?
Yeah, I can't wait. Last summer was definitely fun to just get a feel for everything and just get a hang of it. And I'm just so excited to get after it this year and really have a fun summer with the guys.
You were part of that Futures League championship last summer here in 2024, but how important was that also for you before you went to Rutgers for your freshman year to get that first taste of collegiate baseball?
Yeah, that was huge. I'd say that was a really big step, and going to Rutgers, just getting the feel for it and just facing some older guys that have more experience. And, just getting more experience was huge for me going to Rutgers.
You just completed your rookie season at Rutgers, saw some playing time there as well, and had a couple of big moments, a couple of home runs as well. But for you, your evaluation of your game going into your sophomore year next year?
Yeah, getting out there my freshman year, I didn't really expect it at first, but just getting those opportunities was so fun, and just being able to compete as a freshman was so fun, just helping the guys win. And this summer, I'm just really looking forward to get better and just level up my game for my sophomore year.
Let's stay on that topic a little bit. Right back here in Norwich, Kyle Dombrowski back as well. Have that comfortability as well, and knowing who the manager already is. You got to play with him last season. What's it been like playing under him?
Yeah, Coach Denbro's a great guy. I loved playing with him last year, and hearing that he was my coach this year again is going to be awesome because he's a great guy to play for, pushes all of us, and really roots hard for us. So I can't wait.
What are the expectations, the goals you set for yourself here in Norwich in your 2nd summer here?
Just being more consistent, honestly. Just winning games with the guys, and hopefully we just go back to back Futures Leagues champions. But just being more consistent in everything I do, becoming a better outfielder, and just being consistent at the plate. That's pretty much it.
You have to use a wood bat here. I know we've talked about this before. The ball doesn't really carry out here at Dot Stadium. What's that challenge like for you to use the wood bat compared to the aluminum that you use at Rutgers?
Yeah, it definitely stinks playing at a huge park too. Dot is a huge stadium, and the ball just I don't know, like even because it's big, it still does not fly here. And just got to find ways to hit low liners and find ways to get on base.
Gabriel Rivera is one of your teammates here. He's going to be a teammate of yours at Rutgers. Last summer you had Nick Tomasetto here as well, another Rutgers kid. What's it like to play with some of your college teammates here in summer?
Yeah, it's great playing with Gabe, just taking him under my wing and just being able to like help him out and just teach him the ways before he gets to Rutgers. And this is going to be a huge summer for him. He's a great kid. He's a stud too. It's great playing with him.
You're going to see the New Britain Bees here in this one on Sunday. What do you remember about playing New Britain, going to their ballpark a couple of times? How excited are you to get to face them?
It's a really cool stadium, actually. I love playing there last summer, and really good team. So I'm excited to compete against them and go play hard.
Last question for you. What are the keys to victory for this group?
Oh, just playing hard and just giving it all we got. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Play hard.
Sweens, as always, thanks for doing this, and let's have some fun out there.
Let's go.
Welcome back to New Britain Stadium. Senicorn baseball on the air here on this Sunday night. The Senicorns wearing their road alternate navy blue uniforms as they will match up with the New Britain Bees in their home white uniforms, the white bottoms and the black hats. Norwich also with the gray bottoms here today. The Senicorns 2-1 in 3 contests so far in enemy territory. Their last one was a good one, a 6-3 victory for Norwich on the road. The leadoff hitter for the Senicorns is the Monmouth product, Kenny Noe. First pitch, 6:31 local time. The starting pitcher today for the New Britain Bees is going to be Harrison Engel out of Fairfield University, Avon, Connecticut native. Noe lifts a fly ball. This is headed out to shortstop, and there to make the catch on it for the first out in the inning is Hughes, and there's one gone. Now we just got underneath that delivery from Engel, so just 2 pitches needed to retire him. Here's the catcher, Jaden Novak, out of the College of Charleston, looking to try and get the Senicorns their first base run of the ball game. First pitch misses upstairs, ball 1. Engel so far this summer with New Britain in his only outing. It came against Nashua. He suffered the loss in that game. He worked 4 innings, allowed 2 earned runs. Novak backed away inside, and the count now 2 balls, no strikes. His ERA so far, 4.50. He's a riser headed to Fairfield, a Fairfield team. The Stags made it into the NCAA tournament this spring. Here's a fly ball lifted in the air, carrying to center field. Backing up, circling underneath it, and making the catch on it is Gitfeld. There's 2 gone. Pitching to the defense is Harrison Engel, and he's trying to work a clean first inning. It'll bring up the Senicorn infielder, Alec Warden. Warden's the shortstop today for Norwich. With 2 outs, nobody on. The first delivery home misses outside. It's ball 1. Warden so far this summer for Norwich, batting .250 for first 16 with 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs batted in. The delivery home, way upstairs, ball 2. Here's a look at the Bees defense here today. The third baseman is Colin Crowley. Over at short is P.J. Hughes, the right-hander coming home. This is a chopper that is through into left field. Warden around first, looking to stretch this out. He will slide in there safely, and then he fell over top of the second base bag, but it's a 2-out double ripped down the left field line, and the Senicorns have their first runner aboard. He's in scoring position with 2 outs. Good contact there off the bat of Alec Warden, his second double of the summer. Norwich trying to be productive here with 2 down. Here's Gabriel Rivera.
Rivera will be headed to Rutgers in the fall. So far this summer for Norwich, he's batting .286, 6 for his first 21. He's been the most consistent hitter so far for Norwich. The man aboard is Alec Warden. A big cut and a miss there, strike one from Engel. Rivera currently riding a mini 4-game hitting streak. Just hasn't stopped hitting since he's joined Norwich this summer. That's good news for this offense. Trying to find themselves here after being held to just 2 runs over their last 16 innings. But a chance here to plate their first run of the ball game. Warden, the base runner at second. The right-hander looking in for the sign. He has it from his backstop. That's Stobley. That's outside for ball 2. It misses into the lefty batter's box. The count now 2 balls, 1 strike. Rivera stands in there, right side of the batter's box. 6'3", 205 pounds, out of Brooklyn, New York. Here's the delivery home. A big wave and a miss there. Strike 2. He beat him downstairs. The count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Beautiful day for baseball here in New Britain, Connecticut. 71 degrees with some cloud coverage. That is just tapped foul beside Rivera, and the battle will continue. It's still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rivera has 3 RBIs. A couple of those came on the road against Worcester. In fact, all of his RBIs have come on the road so far this summer. Trying to protect with 2 strikes is Rivera. It's even. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. The right-hander set at the belt. Engel takes a look back at the runner. Now comes home. The breaking ball is popped up into foul ground on the third base side, heading toward the seats. It hits off the railing back onto the playing field. It's a foul ball. Battle will stay in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes with Rivera, trying to help Norwich bring home their first run of the ball game. Wind moving left to right ever so slightly. Here's the pitch home. It's downstairs just below the knees. Outside, and the count is run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Norwich wearing their alternate road uniforms with the gray bottoms, golden numbers on the back. And the New Britain Bees wearing their traditional home white uniforms with the bees across the chest in black with the gold outline. Here's the full count pitch home. Rivera turns on it. It's crushed deep out to left field. It is foul. Rivera turned on the inside pitch. It was a hanging breaker, and he smoked it, but it's foul. 330 down the lines here in New Britain. 400 out to dead center field. He certainly had home run coverage on it. Plenty of height. Unfortunately, he was a little too early on it. Still a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Engel set at the belt. The base runner is Warden. He is not really going here, and cut on and missed for strike 3. Rivera's punched out. It was a good battle, but it's Engel who wins it, and the inning is over. Norwich strands a 2-out base runner. The bottom of the first is next when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Unicorn fans, want to watch the Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends.
Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today. Back with you here at New Britain Stadium. No score between Norwich and the New Britain Bees. Home half of the first inning. Norwich stranded a two-out base runner. The leadoff man, P.J. Hughes, for the Bees. He's aggressive on the first pitch. Fly ball lifted into medium right field. Sweeney there in a hurry as he loses his ball cap, and there's one gone. So one pitch, all that Winslow needs to get his first out recorded here in the ball game. His start has been pushed back already twice. He was expected to take the start on Friday night in Nashville, then last night back at Dodd Stadium, but the weather and other plans, and Winslow back out there for the second time this summer. First pitch home is in there, strike one to the third baseman, Colin Crowley. This one is well struck. It's a fair ball down the line in right field. It's going to roll out towards the wall. Sweeney corrals it out by the warning track. Hard throw into the infield. It's a one-out double ripped into right field, and aboard is Crowley with one out. First hit of the ball game for the Bees. It was scolded into right field. It'll mean a chance for the designated hitter, Easton Massey. So Winslow forced to work from the stretch now with the DH Easton Massey at the plate. He stands in there, lefty batter's box, and he is taking upstairs and outside ball one. Massey is the DH today for Matt Gedman's crew. Massey is a riser. He's headed to Boston College, 5'11", 185. Winslow toes the rubber from the third base side. Coming home, this is sliced foul into the seats. And a nice catch out there made by a fan. Good thing this isn't banana ball today. That would have been an out. Winslow, I'm sure, would have appreciated that. But nice catch out there. Third base side. Second deck of the bleachers here. And the count is even. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. So, our apologies. It's going to be Chaz Wright, the batter for the New Britain Bees here. He is batting in the spot of Easton Massey, who we expected to be the DH today. So Wright out of St. John's University, a sophomore there out of Mountaintop, Pennsylvania. All even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Winslow set at the belt, takes a peek at the rummer, deals home. It's way outside, and the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a look at the Norwich defense here tonight in the infield. The third baseman is Kenny Noe. At shortstop, Alec Warden. The second baseman, Caden Fay. And over at first base, Chase Chaplin. Winslow looking to solve right the full count pitch. Cut on and miss. He struck him out. 2 down in the inning. Important strikeout spotted there for Winslow. 2 down.
It'll bring up the catcher, Brennan Stobley. Stobley in there in the righty batter's box out of Southern Connecticut State. He'll be a junior when he returns there. Plainfield, Connecticut native. The off-speed pitch slips down and away for ball one. Stobley so far this summer with the Bees, hitting .314 this summer in 35 plate appearances. 3 of those for doubles. Winslow behind him, 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at second is Colin Crowley, who ripped a double out to the wall in right field. Winslow trying to send Norwich back to the plate when we come back in the second inning. The Scenicorn outfield from left to right. Ian Moser in left field. This is a bouncing ball to first. We'll have to wait to meet the outfield in a moment. Underhand flipping to Winslow covering the first base bag. He's out of the inning unscathed. Just the 1-out double from Crowley. We're headed to the second when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live tonight on YouTube on SNSN Sports. And if you're tuning in from Westerly, Rhode Island on 321media.com.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Scenicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Scenicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Scenicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at cunicorns.milbstore.com. That's cunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. Back with you here, top of the second inning from New Britain Stadium. Glad you can join us on this Sunday night. Some Sunday night baseball here in Connecticut. The couple of in-state rivals here in the Futures League going at it here tonight. And quite excited to finally be able to return and play some baseball. Norwich did not get to play since Thursday. First man up in the inning for Norwich is Chaplin. Hit on the line, but it's right at the second baseman. Jack Kane, 1 gone. Here's the center fielder, Anthony Tirado. Tirado back in Norwich for another summer of baseball. First time this summer hitting in the number 6 spot for the Scenicorns. We had seen him as the leadoff man, but still trying to get things sorted out for himself offensively. A slow start, a little slower than I'm sure he would have liked. This is back to the seats, to the third base side, out of play, and the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tirado batting just .058. He's got 1 hit in his first 17 plate appearances. That was a base knockout to left field against Westfield on June 1st. The off-speed pitch misses downstairs. The count now 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, the beauty about baseball is you just get to go back out there and play every single day. Here's the 2-1. This is a chopper over to third base, collected over there by Crowley across the diamond in time, 2 gone. Engel working diligently so far tonight, and now 2 up 2 down for himself here to start the second inning. Have to trust the defense behind you. He's doing that, pitching to contact. The only allowed contact so far has been the double hit by Alec Warden. The batter now, Jack Sweeney. We got to chat a little bit before this ball game tonight, and that misses inside Sweeney. It got him. So the Scenic Horns have themselves a 2-out base runner. Second time tonight, Norwich has a 2-out man aboard. This time Jack Sweeney had to pay the price to get on there. He was hit by the pitch. First time this summer he's been plunked by a pitch. And Orange will take the base runners whatever way they can get them. Here's the left fielder, Ian Moser. Runner is going. The throw down is a good one. Sweeney is in there safely. Just dodged the tag. It was a good throw down there by the catcher Stabley over to the shortstop Hughes. And Sweeney going on the first move. On the first delivery home to Moser. He's into scoring position. Well, that gets away from Stabley, and now Sweeney's going to advance 90 feet. He's to third. Norwich's first run of the ballgame awaits him 90 feet away. Sweeney making the action happen on the base pass. He stole second, and then on the pass ball that got away from Stabley, he's up to third. Moser trying to give Norwich the lead with 2 outs. It was a quick start to the inning for Engel, retiring Chaplin and Torado, only needing 6 pitches to do that. Now in some trouble, the 2-0. Big wave and a miss there for strike one to Ian Moser. Moser in left field tonight for Norwich. Out of Eastern Connecticut State in Bellingham, Massachusetts, batting just 143, but a chance for his 5th RBI. Cut and a miss there. The count is even. Moser has a long ball already this summer. That came against the Worcester Bravehearts. He had 3 ribbies on opening day against Westfield in the 9-7 victory over the Starfires. All even, and now stepping off the rubber is Engel. And we'll reset here. Even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sweeney, the base runner, he takes his lead over at third. On the first base side of the rubber is Harrison Engel. To the right-handed hitting, Ian Moser. That is taken downstairs below the kneecaps, outside ball 3. Moser, the batter, stands in there, 6'2", 210 pounds. Rising junior out of Eastern Connecticut State. One of 5 Eastern players on the Norwich roster. He takes a hearty cut. He's up empty. And Engel strikes out Moser, and the threat is over. So Sweeney stranded at third. The home half of the second inning is coming up next on the Futures League Baseball Network. And watch and listening live on YouTube on SN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
You try.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Ready to go here in the bottom of the second inning. Leadoff man up for the New Britain Bees is the right fielder, Ryan Perez. Penn Winslow working from the full wind-up for Norwich here as we get you started here in the home half of the second inning. The catcher Novak set up outside, ready to go. Inning number 2, home half, up and away. The fastball missing for Winslow. Winslow out of Charlottesville, Virginia. Put together an incredible career at the high school level. Also played golf in high school before making his way to Yale with the Bulldogs. Winslow's been impressive as of late, too. He allowed just 1 earned run in his final 3 1/3 innings of work this past spring at Yale as a sophomore. He did not pitch in 2024 in his rookie year. Working ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes to the left-handed hitting Perez. Taking outside on the breaking ball, the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Perez in right field tonight for Matt Gedman's group. Look at that Norwich outfield from left to right. Moser's the left fielder. Torado in center with Sweeney in right. The delivery home outside, and the count is full. Another 3-ball count here for Winslow to have to deal with to try and put away the leadoff man. This is Ryan Perez. The delivery. This is taken, and he's rung up. Strike 3 called. Good off-speed pitch from Winslow. He drops it in there, and he catches Perez looking. 1 gone. Here's the second baseman, Jack Kane. Batter now for New Britain is their second baseman, Jack Kane, taking for the first pitch, strike 1. Kane at second base tonight for the Bees. Right-handed hitting batter is watching outside. A slider misses, and the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Winslow working on Jack Kane here. Kane, the batter, a rising sophomore out of the University of St. Joseph, West Hartford, Connecticut native. Here's the 1-1. This is a high fly ball lifted in the air to left field. This is going to stay in the yard. Plenty of room for Ian Moser to make the catch on it. He didn't really have to travel far to make the grab. And Winslow's retired the first 2 in order. Here's the first baseman. Jared Clark. Clark, left-handed hitting batter for the Bees. Senior at Eastern Connecticut State, Bristol, Connecticut native, is taking for ball 1 and misses outside. Standing in there, 6 feet, 205 pounds is Clark. Winslow from the full windup. Winslow 6'3", 210 pounds. He gets a cut and a miss there. The count even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Winslow, before making his way to Yale, was named to the Central Virginia Pitcher of the Year in 2021. Novak set up inside. Here's the delivery. A good-looking pitch, but it just misses. Borderline spot. The count now 2 balls, 1 strike. He was the District Pitcher of the Year in 2022. All-Region Pitcher second team as a senior in 2023. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Way outside, overthrown fastball. Count moves to 3 balls, 1 strike. Winslow was the Jefferson District Player and Pitcher of the Year in 2023. Working behind, 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the delivery, and now it's a 5-pitch walk. So Winslow offers his first walk of the outing. And there's a 2-out base runner for the left fielder, Braden Mazzoni. Mazzoni, the batter coming to the plate. One of the 2 outfielders listed on the roster for Matt Gedman, but plenty in his utility section of his roster. 6 in that department, so he's got a versatile group that can play around the diamond for him. Here's the first pitch home to Mazzoni. It's taken for strike one. First pitch strike so crucial for Norwich and really taking care of the first 3 innings of the ball game. And striking first is really determined the outcome for the Unicorns. Norwich 3-0 this summer when scoring first. 3-1, check that, when scoring first. But it's been a different tale at the other end. Norwich is 0-3 in ball games in which opponents strike first. Here's the delivery from the righty Winslow. He tied up Mazzoni, and he's well ahead of him now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The base runner aboard is Jared Clark. He drew a 2-out walk on just 5 pitches. Chaplin, the first baseman, holding him on. Lined up on the third base side of the rubber is Winslow, and that's taken outside. It was in the dirt. Good work there by Novak to keep that from skipping through to the backstop. Plenty of distance to the backstop behind the catcher, Jaden Novak. And that would mean trouble for Winslow with the runner aboard. On 2-2, this is a fly ball lifted in the air. Out to left field. Moser has the beat on it, and he has it. The inning is over. Winslow works around the 2-out walk. We're headed to the 3rd inning when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes. Especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
This is infielder Caden Fay, and you're listening to the Norwich Sea Unicorns on the Futures League Baseball Network and live on YouTube on SN Sports.
Back with you here. Top of the 3rd inning. Leadoff man up for Norwich is Caden Fay. Engel's first delivery misses upstairs and a little inside to Caden Fay. First start with the Unicorns. First plate appearance came in a pinch hitting role. And now he's taking on the off-speed pitch. The count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fay, a sophomore at the University of Pennsylvania, Seattle, Washington native. Swinging away, he bounces it, foul, strike 2. Norwich trying to find a way to jump on the board first. They've had a base runners, a couple so far tonight, but they've both been stranded. First it was Novak, or check that, Alec Warden after his 2-out double. The base runners for Norwich have all come with 2 outs so far. Here's the delivery from the righty. It's upstairs on a fastball. The count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right-hander coming home. This is taken for strike 3. Fay punched out. He's sent packing looking, and it's the 3rd strikeout tonight for Engel. His first looking strikeout he gets. It'll turn the lineup card over for the third baseman, Kenny Noe. Noe so far this summer for the Sea Unicorns, batting .333. Couple of doubles, 4 hits in his first 12 plate appearances. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Noe the batter, 5'10", 180 pounds in the lefty batter's box. Righty on lefty matchup with 1 down. Rocking and dealing his angle, a wave and a miss there for strike 2. Noe, one of the most outgoing players on this roster, high energy kid. Always trying to make something happen when he's on the baseball diamond. Battling with 2 strikes. The 1-2 is taken inside. Good eye there from Noe. He's got the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Also a big card player is Kenny Noe. He really rallies the troops to get him playing cards in the locker room in the clubhouse. The count is even on 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Back-to-back punch-outs for Engel, and there's 2 gone in the inning. Here's the catcher, Jaden Novak. Novak out of the College of Charleston has consistently been in the batting order for manager Kyle Dombrowski. Here's the pitch home. Thinking about it was Novak, but he's taking for ball 1. Infield defense straight around everywhere. This is a fly ball lifted in the air towards right center field. Underneath it and making the grab on it is Gitfelt, and the inning is over. Norwich goes down in order. A couple of strikeouts for Engel. Headed to the bottom of the third when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Sea Unicorn fans, want to watch the Sea Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
Hey, Sea Unicorn fans, this is infielder CJ Nolan, and you are listening to the Norwich Sea Unicorns on the Futures League Baseball Network and live on YouTube on SN Sports.
Back with you here in the home half of the third inning. As Winslow toes the rubber. Winslow offers a 4-pitch mix, fastball, cutter, slider, and change. Novak set up inside. Here's the pitch home. This is a bouncing ball to short, collected there by Warden across the diamond. A low throw, and Chaplin had some trouble corralling it. It's a leadoff man aboard. On the air, committed defensively by Norwich. Well, defensive mishaps have been the name of the game for Norwich. It's really plagued them at times throughout the young season, and a leadoff man aboard. It's represented by the center fielder, Miles Gilfelt. Here's the leadoff man, P.J. Hughes. The first pitch aggressive, bouncing ball to second. Over to the shortstop, Warden. He fires to first in time. Chaplin has it, and there's 2 down, a twin-killing double play. Nice work started over there by Fay to Warden and over to Chaplin. 4-6-3 double play. So Hughes bounces out into the double play. Here's the third baseman, Colin Crowley. Crowley smacked a double his first time up into right field. Left-handed hitting corner outfielder for the Bees. First pitch home from Winslow. Aggressive on the first pitch. Skied in the air and underneath it, and there to make the grab on it is Sweeney. A quick working inning for Ben Winslow. Headed to the 4th inning when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at cunicorns.milbstore.com. That's cunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long.
Hey, Sea Unicorns fans, this is pitcher DJ Peterson, and you're listening to the Norwich Sea Unicorns on the Futures League Baseball Network and live on YouTube on SN Sports.
Back with you here, top of the 4th inning, moving right along here from New Britain Stadium. No score between Norwich and the Bees. Both teams have been held to just 1 hit so far. Engel has been on his game so far. First pitch in there, dealing strike 1 is the right-hander, Harrison Engel. Engel just a riser headed to Fairfield. And this is punched foul on the first base side, and now way ahead here is Engel. No balls, 2 strikes on the leadoff man in the inning. It's the shortstop, Alec Warden. Warden trying to redeem himself after making that error defensively, but he was quickly picked up by the double play turned immediately after. Here's the 0-2. Off the end of the bat, popped up into right field. On the run, headed towards the chalk line, and there to make the grab on it is Perez. There's 1 out. Here's the DH, Gabriel Rivera. Rivera struck out his first time up swinging. So far tonight for Engel, he's got 3 strikeouts, couple swinging, 1 looking. You have to like what you're seeing out of Harrison Engel so far, and Rivera on the first pitch cracks it foul. Another deep foul ball, long strike for Rivera, and ahead of him is Engel. Last time we saw him turn on one and hook it foul to left field. Plenty of power in the bat for the young righty bat, Gabriel Rivera. Now the count moves to 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the delivery. A good-looking spot, but it just misses downstairs for ball 2. Here's the 2-1. Backed away inside is Rivera. The count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss there for strike 2. Engel's father played professional baseball. It gave him the inspiration to continue to play baseball at the next level. Engel's father drafted out of high school in the second round. Here's the full count delivery. Bouncing ball foul on the third base side. One out in the inning after the fly out to right field to take care of Warden. Impressive stuff so far tonight from the young righty, Harrison Engel, who will make his way to Fairfield in the fall. The full count pitch home. Right back up the middle off the back leg of Engel. A slow roller to second. Tough play at first. They got Rivera in time. Nice reaction there from Jack Kane, and there's 2 down. Good to see that Engel appears to be okay. No worse for wear. It was a hard bouncing ball up the middle. It had eyes out to center field for Rivera, but unfortunately some loud contact retires him. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the first baseman, Chase Chaplin. Here's the delivery from Engel. Good fastball with life. Hits the outside corner, strike one. Engel's father, Tom, was selected by the New York Mets in the 1989 MLB draft. From the full windup, the righty deals home. This is into right field. It's a base hit. Chase Chaplin aboard with a 2-out knock into right. And again, the Unicorns have themselves a 2-out base runner. 4th straight inning for the Unicorns to have a 2-out man reach. This time Chase Chaplin pokes a single into right. Second hit of the ball game for the Unicorns. Here's Toronto. He's the center fielder tonight for Norwich. Boy, could he use a well-timed hit right here. Try and heat up the bat for him. He's aggressive on the first pitch. A fly ball. This is going to be playable into right center field. Making the grab on it is Giltfelt, and the inning is over. Norwich strands a 2-out base runner after the single from Chaplin. Headed to the bottom of the 4th. When we return, no score between the Unicorns and Bees on the Futures League Baseball Network. And listening live on YouTube on SN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Unicorn fans, want to watch the Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today. Home half of the 4th inning here from New Britain Stadium. No score between the Unicorns and Bees, just 3 hits combined. Pitchers duel tonight from New Britain Stadium. The leadoff man up is Chaz Wright, who hits it right on the screws, but right to Ian Moser, who's got the grab, and there's 1 out. 1 pitch, 1 down for Winslow here to start the 4th. It'll bring up the catcher, Brennan Stabley. Stabley transferred to Southern Connecticut after a season at Franklin Pierce. Right-handed hitting catcher today for the Bees, taking 4, strike 1. Stabley, 6'3", 210 pounds, a redshirt sophomore at Southern Connecticut. Here's the 0-1. It misses just inside for Winslow. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Winslow on the fastball tops out right around 90 miles an hour for him. Novak set up inside. The even count deliveries outside towards the lefty batter's box. The count now 2 balls and a strike. Stabley grounded out to first his first trip to the plate against Winslow. Some nice work there between Chaplin and Winslow to team up to record the out. The 2-1 coming home from Winslow. A fastball at the knee, strike two. And then straight into Stabley. He couldn't believe the call. Count now even. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the righty catcher. Novak moving outside this time. Now the 2-2. Trying to frame it was Novak. It misses, and the count is run full. This season, Stabley was a .296 hitter with 4 homers, 28 ribbies. The payoff pitch, cut on and missed for strike 3, and Novak holds on to it. He'll throw it around the horn. There's 2 gone. A punch out there for Winslow. It's his 3rd of the ball game. Here's the right fielder, Ryan Perez. Perez out of Coastal Carolina, Greenwich, Connecticut native. Thought about it. Good fastball on the outside corner, and ahead of Perez is the righty Winslow. Now a little bit of movement towards that Bees bullpen. A couple of players walking over there. We'll see if someone will start to loosen for Matt Gedman's group. Winslow pounds in, strike 2. Have to like what you've seen from the 2 starters here. Inching our way closer to the 5th inning. The 0-2 delivery from Winslow. Bounces in the dirt for ball 1. So far this summer, Perez a .226 hitter for the Bees. Back out here. Another summer in New Britain for Perez. He's walked 7 times. He's also struck out 7. There's the 8th time he's been punched out. Winslow beats him with the fastball. We are headed to the 5th inning. No score between Norwich and New Britain on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah. 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right, right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Hey, Sea Unicorns fans, this is outfielder Gavin O'Brien, and you're listening to the Norwich Sea Unicorns on the Futures League Baseball Network and live on YouTube and SNSN Sports.
Back with you here, top of the 5th inning. A scoreless ball game. Pitchers duel here in New Britain between the Sea Unicorns and Bees on this Sunday night. Angle deals home ball 1 outside to the right-handed hitting corner outfielder Jack Sweeney. He was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance and found his way to third base after a steal a second, and then he advanced to third on a wild pitch. That's the closest any team has been tonight on scoring a run. Count now 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0. Sweeney hits it well, deep out to left field, out by the wall. It is gone. Jack Sweeney cracks his first home run of the summer, and the Sea Unicorns strike first on the long ball. It's 1-0. Jack Sweeney got a pitch he could handle, and he belted it out to left center field. You could hear the sound off the bat of that. No doubter for Sweeney, and Norwich off and running. It's 1-0. So a leadoff home run for Norwich. It'll bring up the left fielder, Ian Moser. Here's the 1-0. Outside for ball 2. Now some difficulty starting to set in for Engel, who had been on cruise control to this point. Now the 2-0 to Moser. He's taking it, misses downstairs, ball 3. Moser out of Eastern Connecticut. This past season hit .314 for Eastern with 12 home runs in his collegiate career. 6 his freshman year, 6 again. A bouncing ball, cracked a third. Collected there by Crowley across the diamond. There's 1 out. So Engel bounces back. He forces the ground out to third. It takes care of Moser. Here's the number 9 hitter in the order, Caden Fay. Fay tonight was struck out looking his first time. He's the Norwich second baseman. Fay this past season only had 8 plate appearances at the University of Pennsylvania. That was his freshman year. Looking to see more consistent playing time with Norwich this summer, and really it's all about repetitions, having consistent playing time. Need to build the confidence. That's punched back to the screen for strike 2. Fay 6 feet, 195. At the high school level, at West Seattle, he was a team captain there in 2023 and 2024. The 1-2 from Engel. Off the end of the bat, skied back out of play, and we'll do it again. Count still 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Norwich second baseman. He helped lead West Seattle to a state regional district and league championship as a senior in 2024. Protecting here with 2 strikes. From the first base side of the rubber, Engel comes home. It's outside for ball 2. In 2023, he was part of a regional championship team, and he won the regional league and district titles as a sophomore in 2022. A decorated high school career, trying to move that to the collegiate ranks, but he's caught looking again. Good spot at the top of the zone, and Engel has his second out here in the 5th. Here's the leadoff man, Kenny Noe. Noe popped out to short his first time, and he's also struck out. 3rd time through the order for Engel. This might be the last inning he really gets to work. Some movement in the Bees bullpen down the right field line. First delivery home to Noe, backs them up, and it carries all the way to the backstop for ball 1. From the full windup, the 1-0 home. And there goes the bat sailing into the seats. Look out there on the first base side. No, he lost control of the bat. Might have to check this grip on the bat. Everyone appears to be okay. We'll see if they'll allow Noe to retrieve his bat. And the fans will make sure that bat is returned back to the playing field. It definitely didn't break there. He just completely lost control of it. Good to see that everybody in the crowd is okay. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Noe hit .239 at Monmouth this past spring with 5 runs batted in. He had 11 hits in 46 plate appearances. A wave and a miss there for strike 2. Well, it's always so difficult to get right back in there after just absolutely losing control of the bat. And he's behind now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sweeney opened the scoring tonight with a home run. Set up outside is the catcher Stobley, and the delivery is high and outside. The fastball missing. The count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Noe lining up in the back of the lefty batter's box, Set up inside now is the catcher Stobley. Now he moves towards the outer part of the box and trying to hit the target. It was a perfect spot there for Engel, but it's just upstairs. The count is full. Running the count full is the Norwich leadoff man, Kenny Noe. From the full windup, the righty home. That's a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Paintwork there from Engel. He's through 5 innings tonight. The one blemish is the long ball from Jack Sweeney to lead things off here in the 5th. A 1-0 lead for the Unicorns. It's the bottom of the 5th when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, no make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
To the Norwich Sea Unicorns on the Futures League Baseball Network and live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Home half of the 5th inning. Ben Winslow out there. This is going to be his longest start of the summer. Just his second outing, and on the first pitch, swinging away for strike 1 is Jack Kane back into the seats, and Winslow ahead of him now. No balls, 1 strike. Kane so far tonight. Flied out to left field his first trip up. Novak set up outside from the third base side of the rubber. A bouncing ball cracked a short. Warden waiting back on it across the diamond. Strong throw. And there's 1 gun in the inning. Able to take care of the leadoff man is Winslow. Here's the first baseman, Jared Clark. He goes by JT. He's the batter up now for the Bees in the lefty batter's box. Taking high and away for ball 1. JT drew a walk. It was a 5-pitch walk his first trip up. Just 2 base runners so far for the Bees. Here's a fly ball lifted in the air to medium right field. Underneath it, and again losing the hat is Sweeney. Just about every time he is out there trying to make a play, the hat is just falling off his head out there, and he makes the play. There's 2 gone. Quick work so far for Winslow here through the 5th inning. He's in line to qualify for a victory if he makes it through it with the score intact. 1-0 right now, Norwich in the bottom of the 5th. There's the backdoor cutter there for strike 1. 4-pitch mix for Winslow. Novak set up inside, and it just grazes the outer edge, but it's ruled a ball. Good chemistry so far tonight between Winslow and his backstop, Jaden Novak. There's the fastball, a swing and a miss there, strike 2. Good sinking action on it. And now the Bees down to their final strike here in the 5th inning. Winslow trying to work a clean fit. The 1-2 taken just upstairs. The count is even. Winslow this past spring for the Bulldogs pitched to a 3.55 ERA over 25 and a third innings. He made 4 starts for the Bulldogs, but he never worked into the fourth inning, or out of the fourth inning, I should say. Now he strikes out Mazzoni to end the inning. 5 scoreless innings tonight for Winslow, and the Unicorns are holding a 1-0 lead. The 6th is next when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Unicorn fans, want to watch the Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
You're listening to the Norwich Sea Unicorns on the Futures League Baseball Network and live on YouTube on SN Sports.
New pitcher in the ball game for New Britain. They will hand the keys over to right-hander Zach Zajac, rising senior out of RPI and Cromwell, Connecticut. 6 feet, 180 pounds. A strong start for Harrison Engel. He delivered 5 innings for the Bees. He allowed just the 1 run. It was the home run to Sweeney. 3 hits allowed, and he struck out 6. He did not walk anybody, so now it's Zajac's turn, and he'll be greeted by the catcher, Jaden Novak. Aggressive on the first pitch. Novak lifts a deep fly ball, carrying out to right field, backing up shy of the warning track is Perez. 1 gone. 1 pitch, 1 out to retire Novak. Again, another deep fly out for Jaden this summer. And Zajac has his first out recorded here in the 6th inning. Here's the shortstop, Alec Warden, who saws away, strike 1 foul. Warden doubled to left field down the line his first time up, and then he later flied out to right. 1 for 2 so far the line for the Norwich shortstop. The righty from the third base side of the rubber. Good movement there, and fanning on it is Warden, strike 2. Zajac so far this summer for New Britain has pitched to a 2.25 ERA. He misses outside with a fastball, ball 1. He's worked 4 innings. He's struck out 2. He's also walked 2. He's allowed 4 hits as well. His last trip out was against Westfield in a 7-0 victory for the Bees, and now he's striking out Warden. Stabley has it. He'll complete the strikeout as he fires down to first. 2 gone. That last outing for Zajac came on June the 3rd. He worked 2 scoreless innings. He allowed 2 hits. He walked a pair, and he also struck out 1. 2 quick outs. Now it's the cleanup man, Gabriel Rivera. Rivera has struck out and grounded out. From the stretch on the third base side of the rubber, it's downstairs for ball 1 to the Norwich DH. As a freshman at RPI, Zajac pitched to a 3.86 ERA. A slow bouncing ball is foul. And the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. He made 20 appearances. 2-3 record for him. All of those were relief outings, over 30 1/3 innings. Opponents hit just 254 off Zajac in his rookie season at RPI. He has the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike, with 2 gone in the inning in the top of the 6th. The righty deals home. This is a fly ball out to right field. If it's fair, it is off the wall. It just tails foul. Rivera hit it well, but another long strike for him tonight. And the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rivera trying to go the opposite way there. It would have spelled trouble. Rivera would have been out to scoring position if it would have stayed fair. Instead, the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. On the Rutgers commit, the righty deals home. Ground ball over to first on the backhand side. Sliding grab over there by Clark. And Rivera stumbling. He's safe at first base, trying to cover was Zajac, but the throw not in time. It was a hard bouncing ball. It was on the backhand side of Clark, who did well to corral it. He kept it in the infield, but the fleet-footed Rivera is aboard. It's an error committed by New Britain defensively, and the inning will continue for Chase Chaplin. Chaplin poked a single into right his last time up. He's also lined out to second. The breaker is in there for strike 1 on the inside corner to Chase Chaplin. Chaplin, the batter for Norwich, 5'9", 215 pounds, out of Apex, North Carolina. Sizable lead. The runner is going. Rivera on the move. Good throw down. They got him at second, and the inning is over. A strong throw there by Stable, and he catches Rivera trying to swipe second. So with some help from his battery mate, Zajac works a scoreless 6th inning. The bottom of the 6th is next when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at cunicorns.milbstore.com. That's cunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long.
Hey, Unicorn fans, this is pitcher Jack Novak, and you're listening to the Norwich Unicorns on the Futures League Baseball Network and live on YouTube on SN Sports.
Back with you here as we get you set for the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a 1-0 lead for Norwich thanks to the home run from Jack Sweeney. New pitcher in the ballgame for the Unicorns is right-hander Matt Pierce out of Dunwoody, Georgia. 6'2", 200 pounds, a riser. He will be a Bulldog with Yale in the fall when he heads there. He's making his second appearance of the summer. He's trying to right the course for himself after surrendering 3 runs to the Worcester Bravehearts his first time out. That was back on May the 30th. He walked a pair. He also struck out 2. Second outing of the summer for Pirch. He will be greeted by the center fielder, Miles Gilfelt. 9-1-2 due up for the Bees here. First delivery is a fastball. It catches the outer edge, strike 1. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gilfelt reached on an error his first time up, committed out there at short. The delivery is a fastball. It beats Gilfelt for strike 2. Count is even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The check swing, he held up. The count is run full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pirch has topped out at 93 on the fastball. Normally in there, 89 to 92. Also the curveball. Offers a changeup and a slider. The full count delivery. Inside it misses, and he lost Gilfelt. A leadoff walk, and the tying run is aboard for New Britain. Here's the shortstop, P.J. Hughes. Hughes so far tonight has flied out to right, and he's also hit into a twin-killing double play, 4-6-3. That was back in the 3rd inning. The first pitch aggressive, he hits it foul into the seats right in front of us here at the press box for strike 1. PJ the batter, a junior when he returns to Richmond out of Manhattan, Kansas. Stands in there at the back of the righty batter's box. Novak, the catcher, set up inside, showing bunt initially. Now that almost caught Hughes in the helmet. He backs away from ball 1. Chaplin, the first baseman, is keeping close tabs on the base runner. That's Gilfelt, the center fielder tonight for the Bees. Critical spot in the ball game for Pirch. Trying to turn in a strong 6th inning. The runner is going. Novak with a throw down. It bounces to Warden, and in there with the stolen base is Gilfelt. And the tying run now in scoring position. The count now 2 balls, 1 strike. Norwich into the bullpen for the first time tonight after a strong start tonight from Ben Winslow. He went 5 scoreless for the Sea Unicorns. He's in line for the victory if it holds up with the score. The 2-1. Back to the screen, foul. He saws it off for strike 2. Winslow's final line tonight for the Sea Unicorns. 5 scoreless. He allowed just 1 hit in the outing. He walked 1, and he struck out 5. Pirch has the count even. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes with the leadoff man, P.J. Hughes. The righty on the third base side of the rubber. He comes home over the top. The fastball misses inside, ball 3. Good spot there. Trying to force Hughes to take the bat off his shoulder there. A good eye by him. He's run the count full. It's 3-2. Still nobody out in the inning, and now a deep count on the leadoff hitter. Novak set up inside. The 3-2 is popped up in the air. It's going to trail back and out of play into the seats. It'll bounce around and skip around. The fans chasing after it. They have themselves a souvenir, and living to fight another day is PJ. PJ so far this summer hitting just a meager 118, but a hit here could tie the ball game. Set at the belt is Pirch. The delivery home, cut on and missed for strike 3.
Pearch punches out. Hughes, one gone here in the home sixth. Here's the third baseman, Colin Crowley. Crowley out of Winthrop University in Southington, Connecticut. Hitting .308 so far this summer for the Bees. Left-handed hitting third baseman is Crowley. It misses outside, ball one. Good grab there by Novak. Keep the base runner stationed at second. That is Miles Gilfelt. He began the inning drawing a leadoff walk. The Bees today have walked twice, and they also have managed just one hit. A good pitch sits over the outside corner on the off-speed pitch. The count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's way upstairs for ball 2. Count has moved, 2 balls, no strikes on the left-handed hitting third baseman, Colin Crowley. Crowley attended Southington House High School. He bats from the left side, but he throws with his right arm. Count in his favor, 2 balls, 1 strike. The righty coming home. This is punched foul on the third base side, and the count is even. This past spring at Winthrop, he hit just 176. He appeared in 31 games, started 24. With 13 runs driven in, 5 doubles as well to his name. Count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pearch trying to spot the second out of the frame on 2-2. It's lifted foul into the seats and out of play. Good battle forming here between the righty Pearch and the left-handed hitting third baseman Colin Crowley. He's doubled today, and he's also flied out to right. Playing deep over at second base is Fay. And a little staggered with him is the first baseman Chaplin. Warden keeping close eyes on the base runner Gilfelt. It's outside for ball 3. Full count here for Pearch. Another deep count for the righty. Now 1 out in the inning. Cloudy skies, overcast here in New Britain. The full count delivery is slapped foul on the first base side, and we'll see another one. Good battle here between Pearch and Crowley with 1 out and 1 on. Tying run for the Bees is in scoring position. That's the center fielder, Miles Gilfelt. The full count delivery home. Taken for strike 3 on the inside corner. Pearch has back-to-back strikeouts. He had to work to get it, and there's 2 outs in the inning. A great battle there between Pearch and Crowley, and it's Pearch who wins it. He's got 2 outs in the inning. It was a 7-pitch battle there. And now Pearch will meet with the designated hitter, Chaz Wright, who's taking outside for ball 1. Wright so far today for the Bees has struck out, and he's also flied out to left. He was not expected to be in the starting lineup. It was originally Easton Massey to be the DH. Late scratch. So Wright gets the chance to play here tonight as Pearch deals in a fastball for a strike. He's going to be a fun player to watch when he makes his way to Yale. Plenty of life on his heater. He has plus stuff on it. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Novak set up outside, and further outside is ball 2. The batter Wright sporting the high socks here tonight with the red helmet on and the red batting gloves. He lines up in the back of the lefty batter's box. 2 balls and 1 strike on the New Britain designated hitter. This is well struck, but it's right to the center fielder. Torado on the line. He's got it, and the inning is over. So Pearch works around the leadoff walk, headed to the top of the 7th inning. When we come back, it's a 1-0 lead for the Unicorns on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Unicorn fans, this is infielder CJ Nolan, and you are listening to the Norwich Sea Unicorns on the Futures League Baseball Network and live on YouTube on SN Sports.
Back with you here as we move to the top of the 7th inning. Unicorn fans, make your way out to Dodd Stadium for our City Connect Uniform Nights. The next one coming up on June the 20th when the Unicorns take on the Worcester Bravehearts. First pitch scheduled for 6:30 p.m. Those uniforms presented by Dime Bank. Again, Norwich still waiting to wear those City Connect uniforms, and they'll finally get the chance to do it June 20th. Post-game fireworks to follow after the conclusion of the ball game when the Worcester Bravehearts make their way to Dodd Stadium on June 20th. That is a Saturday night, couple of weeks away. As we're back to the action here in the top of the 7th. New pitcher in the ball game for the New Britain Bees is left-hander Evan Mello out of Wheaton College and New Bedford, Massachusetts. The lefty deals home ball 1. Leadoff man up in the inning for Norwich is the first baseman Chase Chaplin. There. Who is taking for strike 1. The count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chase so far tonight for Norwich is lined out. He's also singled into right as well. The delivery home, a 3/4 arm angle look to the Yale product, Chase Chaplin. Now behind in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. A leaned over look for Mello, the Wheaton product. Now he comes up high in the stretch. He set at the belt, and he deals home a soft grounder to third. Charging in on it is Crowley across the diamond. And he beats him to first base, 1 gone. Firm throw across the diamond from Crowley, and it takes care of Chaplin to start the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Anthony Tirado. Tirado, when he arrived to the ballpark, normally you're wearing your sweats or your workout attire. Norwich, pretty much every player was in their full uniforms. As Kyle Dombrowski said, he had his jaw dropped when he saw everyone file in full uniforms for batting practice today. Tirado just slices it foul. Tirado had a chuckle. He said, I guess that's what you get when you're a veteran in the Futures League in your second summer here. You know the protocol. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tirado so far tonight for Norwich has flied out to right. He's also grounded out to third. Here's the 1-1. Outside for ball 2. Tirado out of Cheshire, Connecticut, UMass Minutemen product. Made the transition to the outfield this past spring with UMass.
in the back of the lefty batter's box. Lefty on lefty matchup. Here's the 2-1 from the side. The delivery's outside. Sidearm, 3/4 arm angle from Mello, the new reliever in the ball game. There's ball 3. It's outside. This past spring at Wheaton, he pitched to a 2.63 ERA. He made 20 appearances. He worked 23 innings. The count is full on Tirado. The 3-2. This is a bouncing ball to first. Corralled there by Clark. Underhand flipping to Mello. 2 down. Good work defensively there. First by J.T. Clark to field the bouncing ball to first, and good coverage over there by Mello to field his position. 2 up and 2 down. Here's the right fielder, Jack Sweeney. His swing last at bat is the difference in the ball game. He's made it 1-0 with his first homer of the summer. He had 2 home runs at Rutgers this past spring in his freshman season. Sweeney's homered, and he's also been hit by a pitch. He's been on base twice for the Sea Unicorns. Now he's fouling it away back to the screen for strike 1. Jack out of Cream Ridge, New Jersey. 6 feet, 185 pounds. Here's the 1-1 waiting for it. Now set, and the delivery home is a called strike on the inside corner. The count's moved to 2 balls and a strike. Sweeney was the number 18 overall prospect in the state of New Jersey, number 2 outfielder ranked by Prep Baseball Report. Highly touted outfielder at Rutgers, protecting with 2 strikes. Set up inside is Stable. It's gets away from him. Long throw to first, and stepping on the first base bag is Clark. Sweeney punched out, and the inning is over. It's stretch time here in New Britain. It's a 1-0 lead for the Sea Unicorns. Stick with us on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, no make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
Fans, this is pitcher DJ Peterson, and you're listening to the Norwich Sea Unicorns on the Futures League Baseball Network and live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
New arm in the ball game for Norwich is lefty DJ Peterson out of Yale. Is into the ball game for Norwich. He's making his 2nd appearance of the summer. DJ now in there for Norwich. 6 feet, 220 pounds out of Berwyn, Pennsylvania, is the new arm for Kyle Dombrowski, holding a 1-0 lead for the Sea Unicorns. Last time out for DJ, it was a clean inning for him against the Worcester Bravehearts. That was back on May 30th. He worked 2 scoreless frames to set up the save for Gio Conti. Allowed 1 hit in the 2 innings. He, in fact, recorded the save. So he earned the save for Norwich. He walked 2, and he also struck out 3 as he is entered into the ball game, his second appearance of the summer for Norwich. Quick chat with the catcher, Jaden Novak. Make sure they have their signs down and get ready to work here as the Unicorns are holding a 1-0 lead. The leadoff man up in the inning is the catcher, Brennan Stobley. The righty deals home. It's a fastball outside for ball 1. Stobley so far tonight for New Britain has grounded out to first. He's also struck out. Just 4 hits combined between the two sides here tonight. This is ripped on the screws into left field. Leadoff base hit for Stobley into left, and the Bees have the tying run aboard. Here's the right fielder, Ryan Perez. He's been a strikeout victim his 2 plate appearances. He was caught looking in the second, and then he struck out swinging his last trip up in the 4th. Batting here with a man on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch home is inside for ball 1. DJ offers a 5-pitch mix: sinker, changeup, cutter, slider, and curve. Plenty of options in the arsenal for him to keep the Bees off the board. The 1-0 is a good one on the outside corner. The count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Peterson lines up on the third base side. Here's a bouncing ball to first, Chaplin. And then the throw just got twirly on him, and it ended up rolling to the shortstop, Alec Warden. This throw just completely got away from Chase Chaplin, the first baseman. Norwich had the 3-6, 3 double play in order, pretty much perfectly set up. Instead, it's the second error committed tonight by Norwich. Runners at first and second, and the Bees are in business right here, trailing by a run. Here's the second baseman, Jack Kane. TJ is going to really have to dig deep here and try and battle his way out of it. First pitch home is outside for ball 1. Everybody on the Unicorns bench is at the top step. Same goes for the Bees on the first base side. The first baseman, Chaplin, is playing in front of the base runner at first. That's Perez. The delivery home is ripped foul on the first base side, and the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. DJ leaned over with the baseball in his left arm, spinning it around. Now he comes set at the belt to the right-handed hitting second baseman, Jack Kane. The delivery home just downstairs for ball 2. This past spring with the Bulldogs, DJ pitched to a 4.91 ERA. He worked 18 1/3 innings. Opponents hit 308 off of him as a freshman at Yale. Battling here with 2 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. It's a 1-0 Norwich lead. Novak set up inside. And now calling for time is the batter, Kane. Kane is flied out to left. He's also grounded out to short. The Unicorns still have the double play in order here. A forced out at any base. Count is 2-1 on the right-handed hitting second baseman, Jack Kane. The 2-1. Good off-speed pitch. Falls into the outside corner for strike 2. Kane, the batter, a rising sophomore out of the University of St. Joseph. Native of West Hartford, Connecticut. Stands in the back of the righty box. Now he twirls the bat around as he waits for the pitch. The lefty deals home. It's on the line. Collected at first. And he is able to double up New Britain. There's the triple play. Some sort of end of the inning It was a softly hit line drive. He made the catch. Then he stepped on first. He fired to second, a triple play. So DJ, with some help from his Yale teammate Chase Chaplin, gets out of the jam on a triple play. The 8th inning is next when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Unicorn fans, want to watch the Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
Hey, Sea Unicorn fans, this is pitcher Jack Novak, and you're listening to the Norwich Sea Unicorns on the Futures League Baseball Network and live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Headed to the top of the 8th inning after Norwich turned some sort of a magic trick thanks to Chase Chaplin. A line out to him, and then he stepped on the first base bag, and then he fired to the shortstop Warden covering the second base bag. 3-6 officially after the line out to third base. And Chaplin redeems himself after committing the earlier error in the inning. Norwich has kept New Britain off the board. Headed to the 8th here at New Britain Stadium. New arm in the ball game for the Bees is Jack Welsh, the lefty, rising sophomore out of Stonehill College in Cary, North Carolina, has the baseball from Matt Gedman, looking to keep the ball game where it is. It's been a pitcher's duel tonight. Just 5 hits combined between the two sides. First pitch of the inning is a fastball. It misses outside. The leadoff man for Norwich is the left fielder Ian Moser. Welsh making his 3rd appearance of the summer for New Britain. He misses outside for ball 3. He's yet to find the strike zone so far. 6 feet, 190 pounds. He's worked 3 2/3, a scoreless baseball. He's struck out 3. He's also walked 3. Now he's issued his 4th walk on 4 pitches to Moser. Norwich has their leadoff man aboard. It'll bring up the second baseman, Caden Fay. Fay has struck out twice, both looking. Lefty takes a long look at Moser. He's the runner aboard, and the first pitch to Fay is in there for a called strike. The lefty coming home. The 0-1's outside. The count is even. 5 of the first 6 pitches have missed the zone for Jack Welsh so far tonight. Have to be a strike thrower, especially out of the bullpen, but this point in the ball game, just a 1-0 game. Don't want to issue free passes. You really want to make Norwich have to work their way on base. Welsh this past spring made just 3 appearances. He worked 2 innings. He surrendered 6 runs in that span. It was a tough start to the collegiate career for Welsh with the Skyhawks. He allowed 3 home runs as well, still trying to smoothen out that transition to collegiate baseball. But he's had a strong start to the summer with the Bees. He's worked 3 2/3 of scoreless baseball. Count is even, 1 ball and 1 strike to Caden Fay. Open stance for the righty batter. Now the fastball is back to the screen for strike 2. Getting a piece of it is the right-handed hitting second baseman. Out of the University of Pennsylvania. The 1-2. Off-speed pitch sails upstairs for ball 2. The runner aboard for Norwich is Ian Moser. He drew a 4-pitch walk to begin the inning. The count is even. It's 2-2 on Fay. The lefty comes set at the belt. And the even count delivery is a fly ball in the air to right field, backing up initially, now moving in on it, and there to make the grab is Perez. There's 1 out. Back to the top of the order we go. It's the third baseman, Kenny Noe. Noe tonight is 0 for 3. He's popped out. He's struck out. He's also grounded out. Check that. It's been punched out twice. First pitch is upstairs, overthrown fastball from Welsh, missing for ball 1. He's yet to throw a first pitch strike to a Unicorn hitter. The delivery home is in there for a strike. The count is even. Noe hitting .267 so far this summer for the Unicorns, but he's had a tough day at the plate. Pop out, and he's been struck out twice. Batting here with the man on and 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. Moving right along here in New Britain. There's a called strike on the outside corner. Lefty set at the belt from the third base side of the rubber. That's cut on and missed for strike 3. The hat trick there for Noe. He's been punched out 3 times tonight, and there's 2 down in the inning. Here's the catcher, Jaden Novak. Good work from Welsh after having a little command trouble to start the inning. He's settled in here nicely. He's retired the last 2 in order, and he's got 1 foot through the door here, trying to work a scoreless 8th inning. The first pitch home to Novak, a hearty cut. He's up empty for strike 1. Novak out of the College of Charleston. He graduated from Cheshire Academy in New Haven before making his way to Charleston. The lefty set at the belt to the right-handed hitting Novak. The delivery home is a breaking ball. It's in there for strike 2. Welsh now way ahead of the catcher Novak. No balls, 2 strikes. Novak is flied out in all 3 of his plate appearances, twice to center and once to right field. Protecting here with 2 strikes. Norwich trying to battle here with 2 outs in the inning. The runner is going. The delivery home is upstairs. Dobley's throw to second. It bounces to the second baseman, Kane. And into scoring position now is Ian Moser. I have to imagine for Welsh, that base runner isn't really his primary concern with 2 outs in the inning and 2 strikes on Novak. The 1-2 on its way home. Back up the middle, it's a base hit. Rounding third, coming home and being sent is Moser. The throw is up the first base line. It's a 2-out, 2-strike RBI single, and the Sea Unicorns extend their lead. It's 2-0. Well, that stolen base pays off for Moser. There wasn't much happening in the inning, and then Novak delivers his first hit of the night, perfectly timed, the base hit into center field. The inning will continue for the shortstop, Alec Warden. First pitch to Warden is first pitch out of the zone. Warden so far tonight, he's doubled to left. He's also flied out to right field. He's also struck out. 1 for 3 so far is the Penn State product. The 1-0. Swing and a miss there, and the count is even. This past spring, Warden not seeing any playing time at Penn State, but had a successful high school career at Jefferson High School for head coach Tim Vickers. In an even count is the right-handed hitting shortstop Warden. The 1-1 delivery from the lefty is taken for ball 2. Warden so far this summer for the Sea Unicorns, hitting .263. At the high school level, he posted a .496 batting average. He was an all-state selection as well, and 3-time all-conference honoree. A straight-up stance for the right-handed hitting shortstop Warden. Now he circles the bat, waiting for the delivery. It's inside for ball 3. Battling here now with 2 outs in the inning is Welsh. Norwich has extended their lead thanks to the 4th hit of the night. It came off the bat of the catcher, Jaden Novak. He stands in scoring position at second. Moser began the inning drawing the leadoff walk. He's come around to score the 3-1. Awkward check swing. It's strike 2. Full count now for Warden. If the inning were to continue, it would mean a chance for Gabriel Rivera. The run that crossed the plate was the first run surrendered by Welsh so far this summer. He'd worked 4 1/3, unscathed. The count is full to the shortstop Warden. Swing and a miss there for strike 3. And the inning is over, but not before Norwich strikes on the RBI single from Novak. It's a 2-0 lead for Norwich, headed to the bottom of the 8th when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Sea Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at cunicorns.milbstore.com. That's cunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. Unicorn fans, Spark in the Park is coming to Dodd Stadium Saturday, June 14th First pitch scheduled for 6:30 p.m. Tickets are $10 for pet owners. Dog admission is $5 and will be donated to the Wings of Freedom Animal Rescue. Special seating area will be provided for our dogs in attendance. Treats and water bowls as well provided, sponsored by Norwich Town Pet Resort and Spa. I can't wait to see you at Bark in the Park coming to Dodd Stadium June 14th. That is coming up this Saturday. Should be a lot of fun at the ballpark, and hopefully we'll have our first Saturday night home game in the Rose City. DJ Peterson back out to work the 8th inning after a scoreless 7th. Some changes being made for Norwich defensively. The new first baseman is Ian Moser. He moves from left field to first base. And the new left fielder is Spencer Chard. He comes into the ball game. And Chase Chaplin comes out. DJ Peterson deals in ball 1. There's a little pop-up. It's over the head of the pitcher, Peterson, and charging in on it is, no, he's not going to have a play at the first base bag. Leadoff man reaches. That's J.T. Clark on an infield hit. Just the third hit of the ball game for the Bees, and they have a leadoff man on. Tying man coming up to the plate is the left fielder, Braden Mazzoni. Lefty on righty matchup, and that darts way outside. Nice stop back there by Novak to prevent that from going to the backstop. Mazzoni so far tonight, he's flied out to left. He's also struck out. The pitch home is in the air. It's going to fall into center field. Rounding second and turning the corner to third. Runners now at second and third for the Bees. Coming through in the clutch is Mazzoni, and the Bees are in business right now. They have them at second and third with nobody out. Ambushing on the first pitch home was Mazzoni. A line drive single into center field. Danger looming right now on the base pass. Runners in scoring position everywhere. I'd have to imagine that's going to adjust the alignment of the Norwich defense as Zach Gitchner, the pitching coach, is going to come out, and he's going to invite the entire infield defense with them. The Bees are brewing here in the 8th with second and third, nobody out. The batter up now is the center fielder, Miles Gilfelt. Lightning in a bottle from the bottom of the New Britain batting order, 7 and 8, making some noise. First, the little bloop infield hit to third, and then later, it was Braden Mazzoni just cracking a line drive single into center field. Gitchner right now trying to steady the heartbeat right now of the Norwich defense. He's got the entire infield defense huddled at the mound. Now the home plate umpire is going to break up the powwow. And DJ with the big test here in the bottom of the 8th. New Britain now with 4 hits in the ball game, but still looking to strike. Here's the center fielder, Miles Gilfelt. He's reached on an air. He's also drawn a walk. Crowd has come to life at New Britain after the base knock there from Mazzoni, who's taken second on that throw in. Norwich with 2 runs on 4 hits. They've made 2 errors. The Bees right now with their best chance of the ball game. In the bottom of the 8th, the delivery home is a fastball. It misses outside, ball 2. Novak was set up towards the inside corner of the plate. Now the count is run to 2 balls, no strikes. Count leverage here for the number 9 batter in the New Britain batting order. Everybody on the top step of the dugout on the B side. Waiting with anticipation. DJ coming home. It's inside for ball 3. And now the Yale Bulldog in danger of walking the bases loaded. It would also turn the lineup card over to the leadoff man, P.J. Hughes. He's the man that waits on deck. Have to imagine that Gilfelt's going to have the red light here on 3-0. Here it comes. It's outside, ball 4. 4-pitch walk from Peterson, and the bases are loaded. Still nobody out in the inning. Here's the leadoff man, P.J. Hughes. Hughes tonight has flied out. He's also bounced into a double play, 4-6-3. And he struck out, but Kyle Dombrowski has made his way to the pitching mound. There's a pitching change here in New Britain. We'll meet the new arm in the ball game when we come back. The Bees threatening here in the bottom of the 8th. The bases are loaded and nobody out. Stick with us right here on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SN Sports. Back with you here at New Britain Stadium. The Bees have them loaded with nobody out. It's the leadoff man up right now for the Bees. It's P.J. Hughes with the new arm in the ball game, Ryan Camp out of Roger Williams, the transfer out of Mitchell College. He made 3 appearances, working 2 1/3 innings with 1 hit. He allowed 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts with Mitchell College before making his way to Roger Williams. The righty down the middle of the rubber. His delivery homes the fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. Camp so far this summer with Norwich has worked 4 2/3 innings of scoreless baseball. He's struck out 1, he's walked 1, he's allowed no hits so far this summer. He has been impressive to say the least. There's a sweet off-speed pitch for strike 2 on the inside corner. Hughes has flied out to right. He's grounded into a double play and also struck out. Forced out at any base. Norwich defense at standard depth here on the infield. Camp way ahead of the leadoff man. No balls, 2 strikes. From the belt, the 0-2 is taken for ball 1. It just missed outside. Nestled towards the outside corner, but Camp doesn't get the call. Camp, his last time out was June 3rd against the Lake Monsters. He worked a scoreless inning. He walked one and did not allow any hits in the 4 batters he faced. The righty set at the belt, the 1-2. Outside with a slider, it's even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2, you still have options. If I'm Camp, you have to attack. Bases loaded, nobody out. You need outs. Norwich trying to preserve the lead in the bottom of the 8th, but the Bees have loaded them up. On 2-2 to Hughes. It is taken up and away for ball 3 from 0-2. The count is run full. Hughes steps out of the batter's box. He tightens the batting gloves, takes a look at his righty bat he has with him, and readjusts himself in a full count. Camp leans in. Now he's set at the belt. He's got the sign from Novak set up outside. A bouncing ball, tap foul. Camp trying to work a magic trick of sorts for Norwich. He had Hughes on the ropes. No balls, 2 strikes. But the leadoff hitter has done well to work the count full. Another payoff pitch looming. Camp swinging his right arm with the baseball in it. Now he comes set. Novak on the outside corner. The full count delivery. It misses inside. It's ball 4. So Camp walks in the first run of the night. The bases will remain loaded for Colin Crowley. So the Bees have trimmed the Norwich lead in half, but still nobody out. Here's the third baseman, Colin Crowley. He's 1 for 3 tonight with a double to right. He's flied out to right field and also struck out looking. Now the infield defense all moves in for Norwich. This is a fly ball in the air. Sweeney moving back, still going back. It's off the wall over his head. 1 run will come home to score. A second being waved home. This is going to clear the bases. It's an RBI triple for Colin Crowley, and the Bees have taken the lead in the 8th. It's 4-2. Well, command has been an issue throughout the inning. A couple of walks, and now the big blow. It comes off the bat of Crowley. He clears the bases with a triple off the wall and right. Sweeney had to go a long way to hunt it down. And the big bash here comes off the bat of Crowley. Still no outs in the inning. Infield defense still all the way in for Norwich, with the batter Chaz Wright coming to the plate. Norwich still trying to find their first out of the inning. You have to feel like it has to be something right to an infield defender for Norwich or a strikeout to keep this run from scoring. Norwich was in control 2-0 coming into the inning. The Bees were searching for answers offensively. They just one hit on the night. Says taking a 180-degree turn. The count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. The righty deals home. It's a bouncing ball. It's foul. Off the leg of right for strike 2. Norwich, when they come up in the 9th, it will be 4, 5, and 6. And they will be playing for the ball game. The delivery home is a bouncing ball. It gets away from Moser. It's through into right field. RBI single for Wright. And the Bees have extended their lead. It's 5-2. Things have gotten out of control right now for Norwich here in the 8th inning. A 5-run 8th from the Bees, and they have a 3-run lead. The infield defense for Norwich will return to standard depth. It's the catcher, Brennan Stabley. And this is going to bring out the manager, Kyle Dombrowski. The end of the rope here for Ryan Camp. Four of those runs will be charged to DJ Peterson. The latest will be charged against Camp. The first run he's allowed here this summer. He departs. New pitcher coming in for Norwich. We'll meet him when we come back. Stick with us. This is the Norwich Unicorns on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Unicorn fans, want to watch the Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today. There's a new pitcher in the ball game for Norwich. It is right-hander out of Pomona Pitzer, Eli Dillabita. He will come in for Norwich. He relieves Ryan Camp. Third pitcher being used by Norwich in the inning. It has gotten ugly here in the eighth. It's a 5-2 lead for the Bees. 5 runs on 6 hits. 5 of the hits have come here in the eighth. The new arm for Norwich, Eli Dillabita, so far this summer for the Unicorns, has made one appearance. It was a scoreless frame against the Lake Monsters in the victory on June 3rd. That was the last game Norwich has picked up the win in. They're going to need some comeback here in the ninth inning when they come up, and taking second and swiping the bases, Chaz Wright. The pitch got away from the catcher Novak. So into scoring position now is Wright. Count 1 ball, no strikes on the catcher, Brennan Stobley. Dillabita also struck out a batter in that outing. He did not allow any hits from the Vermont offense. The Bees' bats have come to life, however, here in the bottom of the eighth. They were held to just 1 hit to this point in the ball game. The delivery home is a fly ball in the air. This is playable. Torado coming in on it. He's got it, 1 out. Thinking about it was the base runner right. He steps back in there safely on the strong throw to the second base bag from Torado, 1 out in the inning. And finally, Norwich has recorded an out. The Bees had sent 6 batters to the plate without having an out being recorded. Here's the right fielder. First pitch in there for a called strike. To Ryan Perez. Perez has struck out twice. He's also reached on an error. Dillabita's 0-1 home from the righty. He slipped a little as he tried to stick the landing. Around the Futures League here tonight, these Worcester Bravehearts took down Nashua 9-6 at Fitton Field. And the Lake Monsters defeated Westfield 8-4. There's a wave and a miss for strike 2. Lake Monsters winners 8-4 over the Starfires at home at Centennial Field. Right now the Bees holding a 5-2 lead in the bottom of the 8th, they have changed the direction of this ball game here with a 5-run inning on 1-2 from De La Bitta. There's a softly hit fly ball, charging in on it and making the grab as Chard. There's 2 down. Strong work so far from De La Bitta since he has come into the ball game. Batter now, Jack Kane, right-handed hitting second baseman. For strike 1. Labita set at the belt on the first base side of the rubber. Sizable lead over there at second base for Wright. And coming up empty on the swing is Perez. Check that, Kane, strike 2. Labita trying to end what has been a long 8th inning. This is the 9th man up in the inning for New Britain. They have struck for 5. And their lead is 3 runs here. The delivery home is cut on a miss, strike 3. De La Bitta punches out Kane, and the inning has finally come to an end. But not before New Britain comes up big. They strike for 5, and they lead 5-2. The 9th inning is next when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at cunicorns.milbstore.com. That's cunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long.
Chopper, it's going to get through and roll out into right field. Green light ahead for Sturm. He'll come around and score. 2-out RBI base hit for Gabriel Rivera's first hit as a Unicorn. It's an RBI single into right, and the Unicorns have an early 1-0 lead. 1-1. Fly ball, that's hit pretty well out to the right center field gap. It is going to dunk off the wall. Rounding third, coming home to score is Ancaleri. It's a rigging RBI double for CJ Nolan. He tattooed it out to the right center field gap. And Norwich off and running. They lead 2-0. Provide some length for Worcester. This is a fly ball crushed out to left field. You can forget about it. Ian Moser clears the deck in left field. A leadoff blast for Norwich. And they have a 3-0 lead. This one a solo shot.
Norwich in search of a comeback here tonight in New Britain. A 5-run 8th from the Bees, and they're in the driver's seat. We're into the 9th inning. New arm in the ball game for New Britain is right-hander Ty Davis, rising sophomore out of Bryant University and Bristol, Connecticut. First pitch home to Rivera is a called strike. Norwich trying to wake up the bats here. They've been held to 4 hits in the ball game. Last hit for Norwich came in the top of the 8th inning. That was the RBI single from Novak. This is bounced foul from Rivera, strike 2. Davis worked a scoreless ball game against Westfield. He went 3 2/3. He allowed just 2 hits. He struck out one and walked a pair. ahead of Rivera. No balls, 2 strikes from the full windup on the first base side of the mound. It is cut on and missed for strike 3. Rivera punched out to start the 9th. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Chard. He came into the ballgame as a defensive replacement last inning. So Chard will bat here with 1 down. The righty Davis, a little tapper in front of home plate. A strong throw, it's offline. Stable fired down to first base. It pulled off Clark off the first base bag, and Chard has himself an infield hit. So 1 out, 1 on for the center fielder, Anthony Tirado. Tirado still searching for his second hit of the summer. He's 0 for 3 tonight. He's grounded out to third, flied out to right, and he's grounded out to first. Norwich looking for base runners. They trail by 3. The delivery home is downstairs. It's ball 1. The man aboard is Spencer Chard. He reached on a softly hit infield single. And checking in on him is Ty Davis. And Chard in there safely. Set at the belt is the righty Davis. This is launched foul off the bat of Tirado down the left field line. And the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Righty on lefty matchup. Tirado circling the bat. Now he swings and bounces it foul behind the plate for strike 2. Davis, as a freshman at Bryant, was 1-1 in 8 appearances. ERA of 10.97 as a freshman. The delivery home. Bouncer towards the mound. There to collect it is Davis. There's 2 down. Norwich down to their final out here tonight. Norwich down to their final out tonight. The last hope is Jack Sweeney. Set at the belt is Davis. Runner aboard is Chard. He's at second base. Norwich trying to battle here with 2 outs in the inning. Davis leaned over. Now he comes set to the belt. Righty ready. The 0-1 delivery. Wave and a miss there. Strike 2. And Norwich down to their final strike here tonight. The Bees flipped the script of this ball game in the bottom of the 8th inning. They struck for 5 runs on 5 hits. Norwich down to their final strike. The last hope, Jack Sweeney, the 0-2. This is lifted back to the seats out of play. Crowd making some noise here as the Bees are all up on the top step of their dugout. The Rutgers kid trying to make some more loud noise here tonight. He opened the scoring for Norwich with a big blast over the left center field wall. On 0-2. It's outside, ball 1. Nice block back there by Stable. Count is 1-2 to the Norwich right fielder here tonight. Crowd starting to make some noise here. And so is the New Britain bench on the first base side. The righty set, he comes home. This is a fly ball. It's lifted in the air. This is going to stay in the yard, backing up, now circling underneath it, and holding on to make the catch is Mazzoni. The ball game is over. The Bees come back with the 5-run 8th inning, and they take down the Unicorns here on this Sunday night, 5-2. Stick with us. The post-game coverage continues next. We'll break down the ball game, recap things, and get you set for another ball game right here in New Britain on Tuesday night. Norwich trying to find the answers here. They've dropped 3 straight. The Bees back on track. They go home winners here tonight on this Sunday night. 5-2, the final score. When we come back, it's the post-game show here on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports. And if you're out in Westerly, Rhode Island, glad to have you with us with 321 Media. The post-game show is next when we return.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Unicorn fans, want to watch the Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodge Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today. Welcome back to the Norwich Unicorns post-game show. The New Britain Bees winners here tonight on Sunday night. A 5-run 8th inning is the story of this ball game. The Bees win it. Final score 5-2. Norwich opened the scoring in the 5th on a leadoff home run, the first of the summer for Jack Sweeney. And then later in the top of the 8th inning with a couple of outs, it was Jaden Novak who punched a base hit into center field. He scored Moser. It made it 2-0 Norwich. However, things changed in the 8th. The Bees sent 9 batters to the plate. They were buzzing. 3 different pitchers needed by Norwich to spot the 3 outs. It ultimately was Eli Della Bitta who had the answers to at least put away the New Britain offense, but the damage was done. They struck for 5, and they hold on in the 9th inning. They win the ball game. Ty Davis gets the save here tonight for the Bees, and the winning pitcher will go to Jack Welsh. He earns the win for New Britain here tonight. Norwich, Ben Winslow. Well, it was a long time ago, but he was unbelievable tonight. An impressive outing for him. 5 scoreless innings. He holds the New Britain offense to just 1 hit. He struck out 5. He walked 1. opposite him, a strong performance nonetheless from Harrison Engel. He went 5 innings. He allowed 1 earned run. He allowed 3 hits. He struck out 6. A strong outing from the 2 starters. It was a pitcher's duel here tonight, and then the floodgates open for New Britain in the bottom of the 8th inning. The save to Ty Davis. The win goes to Jack Welsh, and the loss tonight will be handed to DJ Peterson. He allows 3 earned runs. The big blow, it was the RBI triple. It came off the bat of Colin Crowley as he barreled it up and smashed it off the right field wall. It cleared the bases to make it 4-0, and then later a RBI single into right from Chaz Wright completed the scoring. It made it 5-2 New Britain. Norwich will try and get back on track on Tuesday night. First pitch coming at you 6:35 local time. It will be Luke Cardman for the Unicorns. He will go opposite of the New Britain Bees, Joe DiRienzo. Once again, the final score here tonight, New Britain 5, Norwich 2. The losing streak extends to 3 games for Norwich. They fall now to 3-5 on the young season, and the Bees collect their 4th win of the year. They improve to 4-7. Time of the ball game here tonight from New Britain Stadium officially was 2 hours and 23 minutes. Once again, the winning pitcher, Jack Welsh, and the loss goes to DJ Peterson. Ty Davis picks up the save. 5-2 New Britain. They go home winners here on this Sunday night at New Britain Stadium. Norwich will try and get things right on Tuesday night as they'll get another crack here at the Bees on the road. I'm Adam Plager, thanking you for joining me on the Futures League Baseball Network to our audio coverage of Sea Unicorn Baseball, and tuning in as well on YouTube and on 321media.com. Once again, I'm Adam Plager saying so long and good night.